One of the things we struggle with, I think, as Latter-day Saints, is we kind of feel like the gospel has the answer to everything, and everything should be given to us in this tidy little pristine package where we can answer everything perfectly. But it's not that way. God is still revealing things to us, and so if we can get ourselves to the place where we are comfortable with knowing we don't have a perfect answer to everything. We don't know how every little bit of Mormon history took place, and that there are characters in Mormon history who were flawed. When we get ourselves to be comfortable with that, then a lot of these issues just go away. One of the things that I think we also kind of expect as Latter-day Saints is that our case is true based on revelation, but since our case is true, the evidence for it must be compelling. In the end, I think that the Lord wants us to make a choice that will lead us to faith. And so many of these little things we find, the name Jershon in the book of Abraham, and there's a place that actually matches with that in the right spot and the right route. The name Olishem or other little things, they're confirming nudges of faith. They're not designed to create your testimony. They're just enough evidence for us to be okay as we choose to stand on the faith that we develop through revelation. What I've found is that for people who are honestly seeking the truth, there are answers available. Those who come in with their mind already made up aren't going to be convinced one way or the other. I'm an honest seeker after truth. It's why I've gone into these things. I want to understand what's going on and what happened with Abraham and with all of the ancient prophets and modern prophets. I've not found any issue that we have given serious study that we haven't found good answers to. And while there are some we don't have answers to yet, I'm confident that as we give them study, we will find answers that are acceptable to those who really want to know the truth. As I've studied the book of Abraham and Egyptology, it's brought questions up for me. I've had questions where I've learned something in graduate school or in my studies since then and asked, how does that square with what I've learned in church? And as I've worked my way through those and realized that some things that I've always assumed that I learned in church are incorrect, and some things I've always assumed that I learned from Egyptology were incorrect, and seeing how these things mesh together, it's given me a greater appreciation for Joseph Smith than I've ever had, and a greater appreciation for how much God loves us and what He's done to give us these scriptures than I've ever had. It's increased my faith, and that's given me the chance to make Abraham a part of my life. I will forever be enriched because of what I've learned from Joseph Smith and Abraham through this beautiful, wonderful, incredible book, the Book of Abraham.